Hello and welcome everybody to the wonderful world of Alfgard. I'm your hostess, MathGirl718. Joining me on the mic today is Lapkin. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm pretty excited for this race. Obviously, two veterans of the community here, so it should be a good one.
Alright, so we've got a race between betastrep and jkoper. This is game 2 of a best of 3. jkoper has 1 win. betastrep needs a win today to survive and go to a game 3. If jkoper wins, he progresses on to the next round of the bracket. Let me see who his opponent will be. Also, my apologies for the delay. So, the winner of betastrep versus jkoper in this best of 3 is going to be EK9146. Very, very good runner. Very scary. So, yeah, let's see this craziness as soon as jkoper's back.
Yeah, I mean, just taking a look at the stats, I mean, no spells to start. It's pretty common. For some reason, 0 MP seems to be pretty common, too. I want to say this is the second or third time I've seen this in a race I've cast. That 8 strength is... I mean, obviously, it could be worse. At least we're guaranteed... I think we're guaranteed damage on everything up to a Drakey, but maybe not to a Ghost. So, shouldn't be too hard to get to level 2. But, again, we'll just have to see what's sitting around Zone 0 and such.
Yep. So, what kind of craziness do you hope for today?
I mean, I just hope for a good race. I know chat, of course, has its hopes up on a lot of DL2 breath and maybe some low agility, maybe a tough Sharlock and, you know, armor being buried in the commentator's booth. But I'm just here for a good race. I'm here for some good strategy and good plays and good decision making. And it looks like we are going to be off fairly shortly.
Yep. So, they are getting ready to go. There we go. So, let's see what's here in the throne room. This is not a Math Girl special, unfortunately. So, we have a torch and death necklace. Okay, so no special start today. Let's see what's outside. Like some sand. Nice little area to grind on.
Yeah, with any luck, that desert is going to extend into zone 1, or maybe it's zone 2. I can never remember which is east and west and which is north and south. But regardless, it'll be plenty easy for them to find encounters. betastrep choosing to go up against this Magidraki. I'm not sure if he has a real chance outside of a crit. Maybe if he gets like 3 or 4 damage points off, he could throw his torch. This is pretty bold. Meanwhile, jkoper just finding all the slimes he could ask for.
Yep, and dead. And a reset.
Okay, so that was in fact the plan. He was hoping to get some plinks in and then throw the torch and roll high, and unfortunately that didn't work out. Meanwhile, jkoper, again, just finding nothing but slimes and
2506. Sorry.
It's not quite going to break him out of jail, but and yeah, he's not even going to try to bother with this Magidraki, not quite showing the bravery that betastrep did, but instead, maybe it's going to poke around this corner, see if he can find a town of some sort. This is an interesting decision.
Not a bad play. I mean, earlier we found Remoldar nearby, so... More slimes.
Yeah, betastrep now. This is an interesting. Okay.
DLT fire from Magician. Okay, that's something we don't want to see.
That's something that's gonna have, I'm sure, betastrep shaking his head. He gets the crit and he's thinking, "Oh, I could throw a torch at this thing and get my level." And then, yeah, Magician says no.
Oh man. Hey, town. And it's Cantlin.
Unfortunately, not a lot we can. There's actually like very little that we can do here. Betastrep looks like he's going to check at least this top shop. We do see a flame sword, and flame sword full plate large would be a decent set of purchases. Curious if he will. He's not going to sell this death necklace, is he? Oh boy,
that's a gamble.
Alrighty, well.
My.
He's kind of hedging. Yep, he's gonna go check this bottom shop. He must be looking for a hand axe to try to get himself a quick start here. This is interesting.
Broadsword down there.
Not even gonna look for armor. He's just gonna go ahead and settle for that hand axe. Maybe some fairy water. Yeah, okay. This is a really interesting play.
That's really a Monka-esque play, though. I mean, oh dear. Beta pulling out all the gambles. I assume he actually sold it.
Yeah, he's gonna go ahead and he saw that chainmail up there and he said, well, if I find myself a hand axe, you know, I might as well get that kind of adventurer's mid-tier gear. And looks like he's gonna maybe buy himself a dragon scale, maybe some wings, get back to zone 1. jkoper, by the way, taking his first glance out onto the map and meets nothing but a shadowy death.
Oh. That is gutsy, though.
Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye out on the HP and power levels to, you know, as long as jkoper holds onto this death necklace, we never, we'll have to just see whether or not it is of consequence.
Chat saying, unless death necklace needed an in-game. Well, that seems to be the case more often than not anymore. Hitting for 8 on level 1, that feels very good.
Yeah, it's an interesting call because obviously the sooner you find hurt more, the less value you get out of early game weapons and gear. So if you're kind of struggling for experience even by level 6 or 7, then that is where that hand axe usually starts to pay for itself, as you're able to get experience on things like, you know, wolves and werewolves. Yeah, things you might not be able to kill otherwise.
The biggest thing is, though, in in-game, if, you know, you have to grind an extra 3 levels to get strength to a tolerable level.
Right, yeah, and of course that's the trade-off is if your HP is high.
3. Yeah. I mean, it can be a really good play, it can be a really bad play, and I guess that's just the nature of a gamble. Also, level 4? Is this 9, 1, 5, 12? No spells yet. There's a golem. Don't want to see that. Manages to run away. Wow. Also, skeletons have DL2 breath. Already 2 enemies with DL2 breath.
Fortunately, so far the only things we've seen with DL2 are fairly weak. Just a little bit more defense power, and they won't even be seeing those monsters anymore.
True.
And now Betastrep making use of that fairy water that he picked up earlier. Obviously, Metal Scorpions having fairly high defense power. Even the hand axe wouldn't have taken those out.
8964, I think that was. So, we're up to level 5 already. No spells. Getting lucky not to see the DL2 breath out of this. It's a Sparko bridge. It is Bridge City. Ouch.
So this is a little unfortunate here. The entire time, you know, Betastrep having honestly almost 10 times the experience that jkoper does in this early game here, we can already see that Betastrep's play is paying off, and the more levels we get with absolutely no spells, I mean, you know, it's looking like exactly what Lorgon said is pretty much correct here. You know, if we don't see Hurtmore before level 8, it might be hard for jkoper to catch up.
Unless... It's just, lately all I've seen is, like, no strength until, like, level 20, hardly. So, I don't know. We really won't know until closer to the end. Also, is that Cantman or is that a new town? No, it doesn't matter, because we're gonna get hurt more by the blue dragon.
So all of a sudden I was talking about jkoper being behind, and now he's caught up a little bit at least, up to level 4 now, and we know, obviously, without the hand axe, his attack power isn't quite as good, but 20 attack power is definitely better than he had before. And I want to say at level 4 there was I want to say it was that boost of 9 that showed up, so looks like jkoper should be able to start taking down some of the higher experience opponent.
1, 2, 2, 1. And hurt, and radiant, and hurt more. There's hurt more. At level 6. Ooh. Oh. Blue Dragon says no. That was a thing. Yeah, Blue Dragon says I know that spell too. Hey, there's the southern coast, looks like. Alright, let's see what this cave is. Oh, it's the staff turn-in. So, yeah. I think there's a natural spell or a stop spell resist. I don't know about the others. I forget what it was.
Artorias, question in chat, there is no hero spell resist, correct? I'm not exactly sure what you mean by spell resist. If you get the magic armor or Erdrick's armor, which we will get eventually, there is some resistance that comes with that. It reduces damage from hurt and hurt more, as well as making you immune to stop spell. But outside of those pieces of armor, there is no resistance, no.
Stop spell resist, we do have some. I forget how much.
Oh, I believe stop spell is a flat 50-50 on the hero, so yes, there is some stop spell resistance.
Oh, hi! There's a new level. 4... Double empty eye. Alright, there's another green dragon down, also you're welcome. Oh, jeez. And another level. 4, 1, 2, 18 heal return. Wow. Hey, a double sparkle bridges. Alright, werewolf down. Yeah, we're 13 minutes in and we're already at level 8. Also, can we get betastrep updated to level 8, please? Yeah.
Yeah, so now that we have that Hurt More spell, betastrep, I mean, just getting there so much faster than jkoper, and I mean, this almost played out perfectly around Lordon's thoughts, as, I mean, again, the experience gap has only widened in the last 5 minutes or so, and now I almost wonder if by the time we get to the end game, even if the HP is high and the power is low, will jkoper having that Death Necklace matter at all? It's starting to look like the answer is no.
Also, welcome raiders from Earthbound Super Series. Thank you for the raid. This is a Dragon Warrior randomizer race. Brackets round of... Well, first round of brackets between betastrep and jkoper. Best of 3. jkoper is up 1 race.
And...
Sorry.
For those of you in the Earthbound Super Series community who might not be familiar with the Dragon Warrior randomizer, you can see that the map is a little bit different from what you may or may not remember from your childhood. The enemy skills have been randomized, all locations have been randomized, all the chests have been randomized. Similar fare to most randomizers. The goal, of course, remains to get into the Charlotte Castle and defeat the evil Dragon Lord. But we've got a lot of grinding and a lot of items to find before we can do that.
It's a dead end there. So, the story of this race so far, we've seen a couple DL2 breath enemies, but moreover, betastrep decided to gamble, sell the Death Necklace for 1200 gold, get a hand axe and some chainmail, and fairy waters and a scale, and is grinded up to level 8 in a very short period of time. Hurtmore was at level 6.
And yeah, betastrep is using Tov the dog, the sprite from Dragon Warrior 4 Chapter 3, the dog that helps Taloon chase away the trickster fox, and the... Actually, can't remember the town. I think it's Bon Malmo. But yep, that's his sprite. And of course, jkoper just using the vanilla Dragon Warrior 1 hero sprite.
Also, we're about 100 points away, 98 points away from level 9 on beta. That wizard casting hurt more. And thou art dead. Also, thou art dead for jkoper. Sorry.
No, I totally understand if you thought that that was the dog. I believe they're both Bernards, or maybe not Bernards, but the same breed. They definitely have a resemblance. And we do have sprites for non-RPGs as well, so no, it's totally a reasonable thing to think.
Gonna go off exploring some more.
Yeah, they've been having a tough time finding locations. I mean, we have found at least one town, maybe another just off the edges of the screen here, but this map seems a little bit small. I'm wondering if we're going to find a swamp cave here relatively soon.
Also, Blue Dragon has hurt more as well. Wow, everything has hurt more. Alright.
Should get a lot of value out of Stop Spell this seed.
Yeah, level 9, we have 4, 14, 3, 3, sleep and heal more. We have heal more and we have a cave. Oh, actually, that's Staff Cave, never mind. Gonna kill some goldmen.
Yeah, goldmen recently boosted up to 650 gold. Does make them worth killing if you know where some decent gear is, and Betastrep still sitting on that chainmail and no shield. I mean, he could buy himself a half plate and a large shield and be a lot better off than he is now, and it looks like that's what he wants to do.
That is a heads up play there. So there's the large shield. Gonna go stop at the end.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if I had seen half plate in the lower shop or not, but it looks like Beta remembers that it wasn't actually there, so he'll just be content with that large shield purchase. And no coordinates just yet, as we haven't found keys.
Yes, no keys means no coordinates yet.
That's why, you know, sooner rather than later, both of these runners obviously hoping to find a cave of some sort, or maybe Rimeldar itself, and that would help out. It'd be a lot more things to check. Just so far, a lot of wandering and dying.
Yep, next level will be at 1500. There's a new cave. Maybe? Guess not. Oh hey, Stones of Sunlight Cave. First belt, so at least one of our search spots is in play.
Yeah, 3 search spots exist on the map. There is an overworld search spot, where in vanilla we had Erdrick's Token. There is the Hawk's Nest search spot, and item may or may not be hiding behind a mini-boss monster. And then there is, of course, the Town of Cole, where the Fairy Flute normally sits. And with that cursed belt, we know at least one of those is populated. Ooh.
That skeleton stopping him very near the cave is rude. I do wonder where all our towns and caves are.
Yeah, they seem to be a bit far-flung in this particular seed, so far.
Another skeleton. Alright, a wolf. Just gonna hurt more everything, I guess. That's fair. Gonna cross Bridge City again. And there's a cave here. And what is that? Mountain?
Yep, Mountain Cave find here for betastrep. He's got 5 chests here he can pick through, and with any luck, one of those will be a key, and he can take a death warp
hey,
here.
As you speak. Also, not entirely unlikely he'll get level 10 while down here.
Yeah, with any luck, we might even find Erdrick's sword in the armor down here.
Oh, and you speak again. Are you psychic? Oh, and there's the red dragon. Alright. Gonna buy some keys and then go back and check the treasury, I assume. Probably check the basement as well.
I kind of wonder if he won't check the basement first. I believe he only got to 2 chests, so not quite going to be able to trigger that gold grind unless he can find something in the basement.
I mean, gold grind could just as easily be in the basement, though. Alright, let's see what's here. NPC, move it. Gold. E. Hey, we've got a slow gold grind if we want. Sword!
That might not be the sword. Oh, no, it is. We have seen a situation where when the chest glitch is active, it tells you get the sword, but it's not actually the sword, but now we know it is in fact the sword.
Oh, I thought somebody told me that if it's not an inventory slot, then it'll actually tell you the truth.
Not particularly sure how that does or doesn't work. It is fairly rare that it happens at all, but yeah, hopefully there's some money down here. This could be the grave. All right, never mind.
Swamp South, I think.
A little unfortunate here is unless betastrep ends up taking a death warp out of the grave later on, not likely to want to try to trigger a gold grind. I suppose he could go back for those chests he orphaned in Mountain Cave, as we don't have any quest items as of yet.
I definitely would go back. You've still got, is it 2 or 3 chests we've seen in there?
We saw him open up 2. And the other motivation, obviously, is that we know where a silver shield is. It's fairly close to start, so any way that you can try to set that gold grind up, whether it be going back into Mountain Cave or just coming across the grave, betastrep will probably want to take it. This HP is not super great either. Is no chance of trying to take out this golem and just going to send him right back upstairs.
Okay, I love that emote, Bob. Also, only 26 experience away from level 10. Oh boy. I mean, we've got hurt more, but this certainly isn't the HP to find that at.
Yeah, the back attack is the more unfortunate thing. I mean, I don't think it can do 45 damage to betastrep with the armor that he has, but yeah, when you get back attacked like that with the HP that we have, there's just no chance. It does take 2 hurt mores landing in order to kill one of those, and so for now, he's just going to go ahead and give up on Swamp Cave. Unfortunately, with no outside spell, you do have to be able to make that walk, and Beta decides that he just wants to go out onto the main continent again.
Alright, and that'll give us level 10. Let's see it. 3, 3, 7, 7 outside.
Well, we have it now. Would have been useful about 2 minutes ago.
Yep, but can go see if there's coordinates. No fight, no coordinates.
So that one curse belt tells us that we may need to find either coal or hawk's nest in order to pick up one of our important items. Of course, it could just be the flute. But yeah, one thing that we do potentially need to find before we can get Sherlock access.
Yep.
Oh, unfortunate over on jkoper's side. Finds an Axe Knight and rolls pretty high on his hurt more, but not high enough. That would have given him a level 2, and he's right now, Betastrep is keeping about a double experience lead, but now with that hurt more spell, jkoper trying to cut into it as best he can.
Yep, so 2175 will be level 11. I mean, Betastrep also has a decent amount of exploration done, though, too.
This is a curious bit of information that jkoper has picked up. Stonemen have Stop Spell, and while the sample size is low, it's looking pretty high. Oh, Betastrep backs into Garenham. Okay.
Ooh. Okay. See these 3 chests. We have gold. Wings. Empty, so either an herb or key. And a whole lot of swamp.
Fortunately, the swamp doesn't matter, as we do have Erdrick's armor, which provides immunity to all damage tiles.
Yep. Also, Jacob, we're gonna get the armor and a key, and probably gonna take it to the treasury where he'll get a sword.
Yeah, he'll be pretty happy with this find as long as he can make it to those chests. We do know there are some nasty monsters waiting down here. Could potentially find out what some of those chests that Betastrep abandoned contained as well. And I personally hope that he managed to get at least that key, hopefully the armor as well, so that we can just kind of even things up here. But we'll just have to see how much jkoper's luck holds out.
Yep. So, gets the key. And... okay, just a Druid Lord.
Question in chat, how did Beta get so far ahead? He made a bold play. We got the Death Necklace at the very start of the seed. Now, the Death Necklace does have an added feature in Randomizer, but important thing to this race is it's worth 1,200 gold, and with a low sat start...
Oh, no! That Stones of Sunlight and Mountain. Sorry, go ahead, but oh man. That could be problematic. But yeah. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you, but oh god, that's not good. So there's armor. And let's... okay, go on. We've got tablet here for Beta.
Yeah, I have to imagine he'll go back into Mountain Cave before too long and find those stones. So we'll see if there's something important here. Fighter's Ring is a little bit nice. You do get that +2 attack power.
We see the final chest on jkoper's side. I didn't see it. Did you?
I missed it, unfortunately.
Oh no, he died in front of it. Oh no. Oh no. That's really not good. Also, getting close to level 11 is betastrep. I'm 37 away, I think. So make that 47 away.
Okay, so we're gonna get some new information here. jkoper gonna go ahead and check this spike tile. Does not get the back attack here, so should be able to take out this armored knight. I assume he still has at least the one key out of Mountain Cave. It'll be interesting to see if he chooses to just grab the princess now or not.
Also 60310 and thought I saw a spell there, but I'm not sure. There's another town. Taldar! Hi!
So without keys and knowing where a silver shield is already, all we're really going to get here is some information about this chest. Lowish odds it's important, but you never know. Nope. Just an herb. So unfortunately, I mean, I do like this play, and given what knowledge jkoper has, he hasn't actually checked the coordinates yet. I always like the preemptive princess rescue, especially here where you do have that outside spell. You don't have to fight the spike tile again, although it's looking like he might.
Personally, I don't see the advantage in rescuing the princess early, since it wastes 8 seconds at the end, plus whatever time to rescue her, and yeah, it's like, I don't see it, unless it's like super far away. You don't see it.
That's brutal. I wonder if jkoper forgot he got the outside spell. That's unfortunate. But yeah, I mean, it definitely depends on the runner, runner to runner. They're going to have different strategies. Some people are better at counting than others. I know jkoper in particular has said that he really is adamantly against trying to count it out. He'd rather have the princess in the kind of Gwalen positioning system, as we like to call it in the community, just for that accuracy.
Oh, gonna gold grind here. And I mean, Monsieur, unless I know there's gonna be coordinates, and even then it's like, I don't like the preemptive.
I'm kind of curious. I saw jkoper skip over Cantlin earlier. I'm not sure if he's seen what Cantlin has. There's no silver in the top 2 shops. I don't think we've checked the keylock shop yet. The only place...
Sorry, there's Sherlock.
I know we've seen silver, but I can't remember exactly where.
Yeah.
I know Beta's seen it.
There's another town. Another 2 towns. One of them's gonna be Hawksnest. Watch it. Yep. Alright. And Brecconary. Actually, that's a really nice find right next to Hawksnest. Like 3-4 steps away.
Yeah, and right next to Sherlock, too. Obviously, it kind of depends on what's there, but Hawksnest usually is your go-to grind spot. Once you've got all the items together, if you still need any levels, it's... everything you need is right there.
Yep.
And for those not in the loop, Hawksness again has may or may not have one of our guaranteed items, and the what we like to call the spike tile, the mini boss you have to fight in order to get to that item. It does reappear over and over and can be grinded to your heart's content, as many experience points as you could possibly want.
Indeed. Ooh. Only able to get the large shield there.
Yeah, I didn't think we had seen it here. I'm fairly certain we'd seen it somewhere on Betastrep's screen, so hopefully jkoper's grind, hopefully he doesn't lose the money before he is able to find that silver shield and gets the bad news that there are no coordinates. Now, he didn't actually bring the princess home, but taking the time to rescue it and then seeing that there are no coordinates can be a little bit of a feels bad man moment.
Yup. And there's the stone's cave for jkoper. And the news that there is at least one search spot in play. I think Betastrep's trying to grind here. Is it 3,000 for the next level?
If memory serves, yes, we are closing in on it, as Betastrep again just kind of quietly maintains that near double experience point lead over his opponent.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say that. Like, he's 800 points off from being double, but if a significant margin. About 1,000 more. And there's level 12. Urchin have served thee well. 1, 4, 5, 8.
Not a terribly consequential level, but it does put an extra hurt more in your back pocket there and gets us to 9 heal mores. We do have that MP in the orange. Our first stat that indicates that, well, we're not Dragon Lord 2 ready yet, but we're getting there.
And we're already tickling the Dragon Lord sometimes. So that's a start, especially considering how far off we are in everything else. 60 HP is simply not even close to viable. Minimum, we're looking at... Bare minimum, we're looking at 27 away on HP.
Oh my goodness, and Betastrep, I think he was maybe finally preparing to go check out Hawksnest and misses the 4 out of 5 chance to put that Stoneman to sleep and either Portmore down or run from it. And again, Betastrep got to be shaking his head on that one. That's just some bad RNG, real unfortunate.
I mean, he calls it beta luck. Says he's got really bad luck on things. And yeah, 7 out of 8. Yeah, unless you're beta, then it's just DWR, basically. Also, 4125 will be the next level. Oh, Beta going back to Mountain. Good. Good.
Yeah, he was going to have to come back here sooner or later, and Betastrep being, again, a community veteran, obviously it was always in the back of his mind to come back here, just in case something was important here, and we know, in fact, there is.
Oh, okay. It's away. I imagine that there were some choice words for that chest there. That momentary pause.
I'm more amused by the fact that I think he expected to have to drop something in order to pick up those tons of sunlight, but no, his inventory wasn't quite full. There was an extra A press there.
Yep. Also, welcome DW Randomizer. Thanks for the raid. We've got a race between jkoper and betastrep. Game 2. jkoper won game 1. Betastrep has a decent XP lead, if I recall. Yeah, almost. It's like 800. Beta having done the risky play. Oh no, don't die here. Okay. Of selling the death necklace early to get hand axe and some chainmail, which really boosted his XP lead. Okay, it was just a torch in that final chest. And jkoper has been doing his own grinding and exploration. We really haven't seen much in the way of towns until very recently. We found Sharlock, Breck, and Hogsness all right near each other. What else? Sword was in the armory. Mountain Cave had Erdrick's armor, stones, and a magic key, which was our first one. We also found Rameldar eventually, but that was after finding keys. There's the silver shield for jkoper.
Yeah, fortunately able to hold on to his money until he found a shop with a silver shield. I'm not sure if that's the one that betastrep picked up, but in any event, it looks like betastrep is going to head back to where he saw Hawksnest and try to take out that spike tile and see if he can find something to his advantage. The token and harp still at large.
Oh. And yeah, jkoper now at best equipment. And a metal slime. Hello. Is it gonna stick around? That's the question. Alright. Gonna stick around. Nope.
Oh, was going for the manipulation. Unfortunately, just manipulated it into running away.
Is that actually a thing? Like, I know that there is manipulation that'd be done, but I don't know if that actually does work or if that's just a joke.
For the most part, it's a joke. There's no way to know which part of the RNG you're on in a situation like this.
Ah.
But yes, we sometimes in the community do like to hit B to make the command pop up in honor of Nescard, the current world record holder in the manipulation category.
Oh, I didn't know that he was the world record holder. Well, that explains why he's so darn good at it.
Last time I checked, I'm sure chat will correct me if I'm wrong.
Nescard does not have world record. According to Zarnax, okay. Who does? Or would it be anyone I know? Wait, really? Weechui? That's a name I haven't seen in forever. Alright. Gonna face this armored knight now that we've got a little more HP to work with.
Interesting decision here by jkoper. Going to go ahead and settle into a mid-game grind. I'm kind of curious what he's looking for. My guess would be a little bit more HP. Maybe betastrep will find it.
And there's level 13 for beta. Missed what the stats were on it, if chat can fill us in.
believe I saw 10247 or something along those lines. So not terribly game-changing. Obviously, the added power is kind of nice.
Can we get level 14 for beta? Also, yeah, this is definitely not looking like a Death Necklace seed, fortunately for beta. Hey, token! Now we're just looking for the harp. I don't think we've seen Grave at all. Is that it? And Cole? Grave and Cole, I think.
Yeah, I do believe we've seen every other chest, so the harp has to be in one of those 6 locations, 5 chests being in Garenham's grave, and 1 search spot left in Cole, which may or may not be populated. I do believe we have only seen 1 cursed belt up to this point.
Yes. But there can be a second in Charlotte. So 5625 for level 14. Oh, I thought they were at 14 earlier, sorry. Alright. And hurt more on Axe Knight. So 130 per. And we're at. So about 4 of these. 5 of these, probably.
Yeah, betastrep won't quite get the level on this trip. He will have to go back and take that in. But again, we have dueling mid-game grinds here. I have to imagine betastrep's looking for a little bit more agility and HP before he goes on to look for Garen's grave and the rest of the items that he needs. And we're going to see here, I mean, you can just see on your screen how much more efficient. I mean, the Axe Knight grind is the most efficient thing that you can find in Dragon Warrior Randomizer, and I mean, what was about a stable 800 experience point lead is now ballooned to 1700, and the longer jkoper stays here, it's only going to continue to go up.
Yep. So yeah, this is fun. D number?
Question in chat, what is the D number? That was added recently to the Dragon Warrior Randomizer. That is the number of times each player has died. It is an optional flag, but just a little bit more information for the viewers.
I do think it is set by default, though, for this tournament.
Yes, that is true. And again, us being on RPG Limit Break, there are going to be a lot of people who are not as familiar with Dragon Warrior Randomizer as the rest of the community is. Let me just put this out there. No such thing as a dumb question. If you do have a question about how anything works or any of the things that we talk about up here in the commentator's booth, feel free to ask.
And yeah, it's not optional for this tournament. Also, 110.5, I missed the strength on that one. And yeah, no such thing as dumb questions, just dumb RNG. And agility just being a number. Alright, next level will be 7,500, I believe.
Yeah, so again, we are going to need at least 1 in-trip here for betastrep before he picks up that next level. But again, just gathering experience in bunches here. And again, with that 1 location left to look for, I mean, again, the agility is okay. It's not great. It's okay. So I'll be very curious to ask Betastrep once this race is over what exactly he was looking for.
I hope it gets turned on permanently, because it really is quite nice for commentators and viewers.
Yeah, I suspect it'll, even though again it's an optional cosmetic flag, I have to imagine it's going to remain in the flag set.
Alright. Getting close, about 800 away. So that's 7 X nights away? Also, yeah, I find it hard to believe the death counter adds 20 to 40 seconds. Oh no, let's not get into the PRG argument, please. Let's just cut that off here and now. Alright, back to the accident grind. Let's do this. We're 4 away? 3 away? Alright. So, 2 more will do the trick. Alright, let's see level 15. Virgin would have served thee well. 2, 14, 27, 2. Oh.
Yeah, so the 2 stats that were lacking the most in agility and HP just now skyrocketed, and now I'm curious if Betastrep is just going to run himself out of MP. I mean, obviously, we're still not Deal 2 ready. We don't have the attack power yet, but I feel like this is the point where you would really like to get out on the map.
Yep. Okay, there's Grave. Hey, there's the flute. There's an herb. And gold. I don't know if I agree with this play, considering how little we have left to check.
Yeah, that's an interesting choice not to dive the grave, as we know that jkoper cleared out Mountain Cave before Betastrep did. He's still got 2 quest items left to find. He may feel a bit behind given the nature of the seed, but even still, I believe there has to be a key item down there.
Doesn't have to be, but 5 out of 6 chance there is. No, 2/3 now, because we checked the first 3. So yeah, it's, the gambling hole has the item. It's basically the story of that. And we don't know that because we've only seen the one cursed belt. A little low, southwest. Right.
Okay, so
Bottom of Grave has it.
yeah, with Cole having nothing, I do believe the bottom of the grave has the last two chests that we haven't checked yet, so the harp should be down there. Hopefully, yeah, oh, right. Good observation. jkoper has not seen Hawksness, but with the grave being right here, I really wonder if he's not going to dive it. I mean, you've got that outside spell. You've got plenty of stats to get yourself down there really quickly.
I mean, with 2 items missing and only one outstanding location, there's something in the bottom of grave. Like, jkoper has to know that, right? Or has he missed somewhere? Are we forgetting about something?
I suspected that Beta would leave after exhausting his MP, just get as much experience as he can, again, because we're nowhere near the Go level, unless, I mean, next level gives a gigantic amount of power. And betastrep still has the harp left to find.
I mean, Beta knows it's either Cole or Grave. Unless we are forgetting something, in which case, well, oops. Also, yeah, but the grind right there in front of Sherlock is easy to return to at the end. As chat pointed out. And finds tablet on. Oh, jkoper apparently never found tablet till now.
Yeah, this might be one of the reasons why he chose not to dive the grave. He was probably hoping that he would find his required items somewhere that takes a little bit less time to search, but we know that this is just going to be the fighter's ring. Again, it's nice to have, but not terribly game-changing.
Yes, indeed. But, we know Bottom of Grave has the harp. We don't know if it's just 4 or if it's vanilla, but we know it's there. Also, all the encounters.
I may have missed it. Chat maybe knows the answer to this. Did jkoper ever find Rimmildar? He may be thinking that In-Chest could have one of his items as well.
You know, I don't think he's seen it. I haven't seen it on his screen anyway.
Unfortunately, I don't think he's anywhere near it either.
I assume that's grave for betastrep. Yep. Now here's the question. Does Beta deep dive grave?
He has to at this point. I mean, again, like you pointed out before, it's a 2 out of 3. We know these top chests are empty. You might as well completely clear it out when you're here, because that means you don't have to find coal. And if you do clear it out, then you know you have to find coal, whereas right now Beta doesn't know if he has to find it or not.
Yeah. I don't think that Beta's seen coal yet, Scarlet.
Well, speaking of the devil, jkoper now finding Rimuldar. I believe this is the last of the locations besides the bottom of the grave, so hopefully he remembers where that is and goes back sooner rather than later.
Actually, there is one other thing that he hasn't done. I don't think he ever got that fifth chest out of Mountain. Also, where was the token again? And there's level 16, 126. Oh. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, this is... This is a bit of an interesting situation. Again, Betastrep has a pretty significant experience point lead, and with this HP being what it is now, that Death Necklace may end up coming into... It may end up being consequential, but we'll just have to see.
It's very much looking like it is.
The one thing, though, is, again, with this being what it is, you know, and of course jkoper missing one of the key items.
I'm just gonna be vanilla. But yeah. Oh. Actually, jkoper's missing 2 of the key items.
Yeah, so his grind and go is going to come a bit later than Betastrep says. I'm not sure if Betastrep has seen both turn-in caves. I'm not even sure if we've seen Harp turn-in cave. That might be one of the last locations we have not seen.
I'm not sure if we saw Jerk, though.
jkoper just saw the Jerk, but I don't remember exactly where it is.
Well, I know we saw the Harp turn-in was down at the bottom of the map. Ah, Jerk saying behind Charlotte. Perfect. There's the token for jkoper. Betastrep's about to have his harp as soon as he gets to chest 5.
Yeah, and jkoper's got to know now. I imagine, I mean, obviously this is a bit of a guess, bit of a speculation here, but I mean, jkoper is no slouch, so I imagine his thought process here is probably to grind up to maybe go level or just near go level, go back and get that harp and do everything with a higher level so he can do it a little bit more efficiently. The only problem is well, Betastrep just needs to go do his homework, and then he's going to be in grind and go mode.
Yup. I mean, hey, if Beta wins, though, we get a game 3. And who doesn't love a game 3? Other than jkoper, who's probably hoping it doesn't go to that. There's the Staff of Rain. Yeah, exactly. Zarnax. Yeah, that's true. jkoper needs levels 17 to 20 to give a total of 2 attack power, 2 agi, and 12 HP. I mean, Monsieur Slime, if you want to go take a nap, I can take over tracking. But, level 17 is going to be 12,000 experience, so strap yourselves in. I imagine we'll be going back to Sharlock area, get our rainbow drop. Maybe drop it, maybe not, but gonna go grind on that Hawksness spike probably. That is a good question. If strength leaves it questionable at 18 or so, and does he take the risky dive?
Well, if there's one thing I know about Betastrep, he is a fan of going on the most borderline level possible.
I mean, Beta is one of those people who he knows the odds in any situation. I don't know if it's gambling if you know exactly what your odds are of succeeding.
Yeah, nobody checked. However, it is looking like, barring some sort of terrible RNG, Betastrep should be able to naturally get the amount of money he needs for a Silver Shield. He's within about 3,000 of it right now. So I imagine if he gets there, he'll check just in case, but probably won't go all the way back to Cantlin.
Yeah. Oh, was it? I thought it was Garenham that had the Silver Shield.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly where Garenham is from here, but regardless, won't be going back to another town.
Through Swamp Cave. Remember? Swamp Cave backed into Garenham. Yeah, interesting grind choice indeed.
Yeah, the difference in just needing one hurt more versus two, I mean, again, we're going to see this experience gap only grow here. 4,100 is the current gap, and I mean, even with a failed Sharlock dive, if jkoper continues to stay with these Armored Knights, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to make it up.
Also, I don't know about the Swamp Spike, but I know Hawksness is like a few steps away from Brecnary. Alright, let's see this. 8, 1, 5, 5. Yeah, no. 1425 or 14250 is it? Yeah, I think 14250. Yeah, and not only is the Axe Knight grind fast, but we're right next door to the cheapest refill.
Yeah, good observation here from DK9146. I'm looking at my notes here, and I do believe that with the Death Necklace would be basically at one of those borderline levels. You'd be a little bit more comfortable with about 2 or 3 more attack power, but I know there are some people out there with some Dragon Lord fight simulators. I'm curious what the odds are according to those. I would say it's right on a knife's edge, and if Betastrep still had that Death Necklace, he might go for it, but who knows?
But he doesn't, and it's way too late to reset and get back. So we're just gonna have to grind till we're comfortable.
Yeah, in any event, it has to be on Betastrep's mind. It'll be interesting to ask him about that later, but yeah, gonna have to go ahead and grind at least one more level.
Oh, EMT has the sim, so we're gonna find out. Did you send me that sim? Or is that, like, for the patch or whatever, I guess? Or, like, That's probably not legal to actually send the sim. Alright, but gonna get up to that next level pretty quickly, I assume. So 1,010 points away from the next level. 55% with Death Necklace, about plus or minus 1%. So, jkoper's still about 1,300 away from level 16. And yeah, we're in grind and go mode for betastrep, and jkoper just needs to get his vanilla harp. So, on that note, beta is very close to XP for level 18. Oh, by the way, for the Slamu, betastrep sold his Death Necklace very early to get hand axe and chainmail, I believe it was, which led to this gigantic experience gap in part. Alright, this will give us level 18. Let's see it. Urchin would have served thee well. 10! There we go. 5, 3, 4. Go. Go. Just go. No silver shield here. I wouldn't consider this a slam dunk. Hey EMP, you got that stat thing. Can you rerun with these level 18 stats? No Death Necklace?
I have to imagine this is a much more significant win rate just because you have the potential for doubles, although that defense power of 77 is not great. I want to say it could be physical for up to 50, so we'll need to keep that in mind.
This won't be too horrible of a Sharlock, although I think Blue Dragon had hurt more. But I think it's gosh, 96 is, so you've got enough to do a little bit, but not much. Man, running from everything. Except for the Axe Knight. Of course. Where's that agility is just a number emote? Oh my goodness. Baby breath from the golem.
Yeah, that's a really nice thing to see. You have the flute, and sometimes you might want to play it to get away from those first try, but not really going to be too threatening as long as they keep doing that and not punching him in the face.
Yep. Also, we're going to be doing 8 to 16 damage, 12 heal mores. Let's see. I think so. 82 would be 49. 51 is the max deal 1 damage, or deal 2 damage, I think, from a swing. Someone please correct me if I'm wrong. Oh no. Okay, it's away. I've killed more or less because bastards just, yeah, they like to do that. At least as far as I know. Yeah, then there's also the physics folks, that's true. Alright. And about to be on the bottom floor with the Dragon Lord, so... no reason to check the armory, there will be nothing worthwhile in there to check for. Only thing we don't have is the thing he sold, so... not gonna be in here. I mean... good dive, yes, but also good dive, no. So... what do you think the Guardian's gonna be, Lavkian?
Well, there's only a handful of monsters that it can be. With betastrep's luck, it's going to be a red dragon.
It's a golem, apparently.
Alrighty, so we will get at least one usage of that fairy flute to try to mitigate some of that damage. And if we do see it wake up, hopefully we just see that baby breath.
Alright. Oh, come on! Oh no, and it has a Hillmore in the back pocket? Come on now.
Yeah, that's pretty rude. Betastrep does have a stop spell available to him, so yep, he's going to go ahead and use it right here. Pretty much required unless you crit for about 100 damage.
Yep. So, deal 1 fire and, baby breath, I suppose, and, deal more. And there it goes. Gonna heal up. And talks to the Dragon Lord. Thou art a fool.
Absolutely no hesitation from Betastrep there. Not going to use those herbs. Just going to go straight into deal 2. Does not get back attacked and starts with a strong 15. Not quite the max, but pretty close.
29. Just a question. If you didn't have armor and you got upskilled on DL1, does that progress into the DL2 fight? 38.
I don't know the answer to that. I'm sure someone in chat does, though.
54.
And a double. This is pretty much an
69.
input error lock for Betastrep.
Yeah, 69 now. Um, 84. $96. $106. Yeah, this is a win. 122. Um, 131, 141, 152, and that covers the range.
Yep, 150 to 165 is the range. I do believe 167 was the final count, and we are going to go ahead and have Betastrep head right back to Tantagel, and we're going to briefly talk to the king. Not even have to pay that princess tax, as Betastrep did not rescue the princess, and get out your GG's, chat. Betastrep has finished in first place with an official racetime.gg time of 1 hour, 23 minutes, and 56 seconds. And in just a moment, we will get Betastrep in here for that interview. And with that victory, we have secured ourselves a rubber match in this tournament bracket race.
Yep, game 3. Come on, let's go. And there's level 17 for jkoper. And he's like, that's go time. Can't blame him.
Yeah, we've been talking about this before, and I imagine if he's looking at race time and sees that Betastrep's already finished, may just want to take one dive and may or may not forfeit, but we'll have to see.
Yeah, as far as jkoper is concerned, Beta probably finished on 16-17.
Yeah, he would not have necessarily considered the possibility of selling that death necklace, but again, for those of you who missed the start of this race, Betastrep found Cantlin pretty quickly and went ahead and sold that death necklace to pick up a hand axe and chainmail, and that really more or less was the difference in the seed. Just jumped out to a pretty large experience lead and kept it for pretty much the entire seed.
Yep. I love Betastrep. GG.
Thanks.
Betastrep, there's quite a bit to talk about here as we watch jkoper making his dive. I had just mentioned what you did kind of in the first couple of minutes there in the seed. You want to give us your thoughts on some of those decisions?
Well, we started with the death necklace, and my instinct tells me that when you start with the Death Necklace, unless your strength is like really overwhelming at the start, or you have the hurt spell, so like let's say you start with 20 strength or something like that, or you have hurt, it's usually a good idea to dump the Death Necklace at that point, because if you can get a hand axe or something like that, you can level up very quickly, and there's something like a 5 to 10% chance that the Death Necklace will even be a factor in the seed. So for me, it's a no-brainer if you have low-ish strength to trade it for attack power early and get off the ground as quickly as you can.
Yeah, we were kind of talking about the possibility of that, and obviously keeping an eye on the HP and strength, and jkoper going for it on 17. I'm curious, do you feel that 17 was within that 5% range?
Yeah, when I saw the stat gains, I was like, this is pretty much on point for the type of luck I have with this game, where whatever decision I make, the game just finds a way to counter it in some fashion and troll me with it. But my mental math told me that if I could get to hurt more, like if he kept the Death Necklace and I didn't, if I could get to hurt more like 4 minutes or something before he does, then it could be a wash, where if I only have to get one extra level and I have a decent grind, which we did in the seed with the Axe Knight Spike, you can typically get a level in like 4 or 5 minutes, so at that point it's just a push.
Yeah, and that is more or less how things went down. I mean, that hand axe and that chainmail you got paid off huge dividends. You broke out to about a 600 or 700 experience lead by the time you had picked up Hurtmore. jkoper wasn't even close to it. I don't know what exactly the gap was there, but you pretty much maintained that lead throughout the entire seed. One thing I want to go back to, Betastrep, I want to say around the 40 or 50 minute mark, both you and jkoper settled in for a bit of a mid-game grind. You had found the Hawksness Spike tile. You still had the Harp at large, and I want to say you had it pretty much narrowed down to Coal in the Grave, and then you chose to kind of sit in Hawksness for a while. I'm curious what your target was there.
Basically, I wanted to gain hit points so that I could have survivability against red dragons, because I knew that there was a pretty good chance that I would have to dive the grave, and I knew that because Second Floor Mountain had red dragons, that the top of the grave would also have red dragons, and as far as I was concerned, I absolutely wanted to get to the point where I could survive if I was encountering any more red dragons in the seed. Like, I did not want to die ever again at that point.
Yeah, and that makes sense. We thought, up here in the commentator's booth, we were thinking maybe looking for a little bit more agility, a little bit more HP, and just in general, more survivability, and it looks like it paid off for you. I mean, that grave dive ended up being pretty clean.
Yeah, I think I had a red dragon like right before the stairs, and it took an extra swing relative to what I was expecting. I was like, how's this thing not dead yet? It must have rolled max HP or something.
Also, I just want to note, jkoper's on the spike tile of Charlotte now.
Yeah, he's doing the dance with this golem here. I'm not sure if he'd seen the heal more already. I don't think we'd seen it on our side. That was a bit of a nice surprise there at the very end.
Yeah, what were your thoughts on that?
The only thing I think I saw from a golem prior to that was baby breath, I believe. So yeah, I was just like, this is pretty much par for the course. Like, I was really happy I picked up the fairy flute, because otherwise I certainly would have lost a heal more right then and there, and I might have lost a second one depending on how things proceeded after that.
Chat was a little upset at you for picking up the flute, but I agree with picking up the flute.
It's important to have insurance in this game when there's any possibility of resources becoming a thing at the end.
Yep.
So while we watch jkoper take on the Dragon Lord here, Beta, I do have one more little question for you. I'm just kind of curious about your thoughts, your strategy here. You had found the mountain cave fairly early on and only got 2 chests out of there. Now, one of those obviously was very consequential. But I have to imagine you knew that you would have to go back there at some point. Was that just kind of always sitting in the back of your mind, or was it something that came up to you later, or how are you thinking about that?
It was weighing heavily on my mind, especially after I checked Cantlin and I got the go and fight message. I was like, okay, there's almost certainly going to be potentially multiple items in Mountain Cave that I'd have to get. And I also knew red dragons were down there, so I knew I'd have to go back, but I also wanted to gain stats to make it where it was at least a reasonable expectation that I could survive getting to the final chests.
Yeah, I had forgotten about the red dragon. That must have been what had taken you out. I knew something sent you back, but I couldn't remember what it was. And so knowing that those are down there along with a potentially important item, that's a tough decision to make, as you're going to want to go back there when you feel like you can take those on or at least get away from them.
Yeah, they always add an element of volatility when you see them in caves. I have a really bad history with diving caves in this game. Like, if there's a bottleneck of any kind, I'm going to find it. Like, if it's a race of like 6 people and only one person sees the red dragons, I'm pretty sure that person's going to be me.
Yeah, we are all familiar with the meme of, oh, there were red dragons in Sharlock?
Saw quite a few of them on the Sharlock dive too, but at least I thankfully had decent run luck on them. I was just over 40%. I mean, the upside with this seed was we had a deep hit point pool, so generally speaking, it would take really bad luck to have to burn a heal more, because typically, in my experience with this game, if your agility is reasonable and your hit point pool is deep, you can get away with just using herbs.
Oh dear, jkoper making decent headway in this fight so far. Unfortunately, does have to double heal more. Hopefully his rolls can stay decent. Oh man, 137, final heal more coming out here. This is not guaranteed. 148, last swing. Oh, and he's just going to throw out the hurt more. It does not land.
No.
Oh, he had a shot there.
I think that's a forfeit, probably.
Yeah, it looks like he turned his console off, and I'm sure he's going to go ahead and mouse over to racetime.gg in a moment.
That's rough. I mean, that's the downside when you do low HP Death Necklace fights against the Dragon Lord. You're always at risk of having that one low heal more cost you a double.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where we did actually have, I believe it was EMP, any amount of money. We had him crunch the numbers, and he said it was about a 55% chance at 17 with the Death Necklace. So I think it's completely reasonable to go, especially in a tournament setting, and unfortunate.
So I'm not sure what's going on. No forfeit yet. But I'm gonna take that as a probably very, very salty right now.
Yeah, really unfortunate. May have looked to see. Oh, and here we have jkoper in the booth with us. jkoper, unfortunate, man, unfortunate. But congratulations on sticking it out and going for the win. Any thoughts you want to share with us on the seed overall?
Yeah, I don't know. I got really unlucky in the start. Like, the seed was just taunting me, giving me green dragon after green dragon, but not letting me kill hardly any of them. And then I got a metal slime, didn't kill that. But,
Also, you might want to go ahead and forfeit. I don't think it registered.
Okay. No, I didn't do it. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. Did Beta win at that level 17?
So betastrep actually took a different strategy here. We were talking about it a little bit up in the commentators booth. He sold the Death Necklace very early on, finding Cantlin and using that to pick up the hand axe and chainmail, and pretty much took a significant experience lead off of that. So did not have the death necklace. Ended up going to 18 and winning there, as it gave about the same amount of attack power, but you get to keep the HP.
Yeah, I considered doing that a lot. But it seemed like strength was decent, and that the hand axe wouldn't make that huge of a difference. So, yeah, I don't know. But then I was just fighting slimes for a long time, and it was ugly at the start, especially because all of the slimes kept running. What the heck was that? It was for metal.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate situation. Again, with that 8 power at the start and no spells, it can be a little bit tough. You're kind of at the mercy of what you're able to find and kill. And yeah, it was just a one decision kind of told the story of the race. And it's a tough decision to make. I mean, even if I was in the same situation, I would not feel super comfortable selling the Death Necklace that early, but the logic is there, and it paid off. But any other thoughts you'd like to share with us, jkoper?
Yeah. Yeah, I certainly considered that, but I don't think that it was a clear decision. But I don't know. It just the stuff at the start was bad. It just if I had just landed a few or killed a few things with Herbmores, that would have made a huge difference, I'm sure. And I don't know. After that, it was interesting. It was funny finding the last 2 towns and seeing Hawksness, not even going to the other town, but knowing that seeing that other town meant that it was all a single continent, because before that I didn't have any idea if it was or not. So that was interesting. Yeah, I don't know. GG beta game 3 sometime next week. I don't know what my schedule's like, but we'll have time, I'm sure. So
yeah, one other thing, jkoper, that I wanted to ask you about. I had asked Betastrep about this. Both of you settled into a bit of a mid-game grind. Betastrep finding Hawksness for a set on those Axe Knights, and you decided that you wanted to choose the AK-47s. jkoper, I'm curious, because it was around, I want to say, level 12 or 13 that you fought those Armored Knights for a while. I'm curious what you were looking for there. The mid-game grind is always an interesting thing that's kind of a thing to go for.
yeah, you broke up a little bit there, but I'll answer your question anyway. Yeah, we needed to grind at some point, and I was just grinding when it was most convenient, like when I was passing by. As long as I'm going through Swamp Cave anyway, might as well go kill some Armored Knights, and then outside out later, stay at the inn, and yeah. So that's all it was. Like, you need to grind eventually. I'm pretty happy with when I chose to grind. I have no regrets in that regard at all.
Yeah, and it is one of those things where, especially in a Hurtmore Seed, you want to you try to be as efficient as you can in gathering the experience while you look for the things on the map. With that having been said, I'm going to turn over to Math Girl. Did you have any last questions for our runners or comments you wanted to make?
No, I think you pretty well covered them. So, final thoughts, Betastrep?
GG's, jkoper. Sounded like our seeds kind of mirrored each other as far as my experience last night with yours tonight. So hopefully in game 3 we can both have similar luck and put up a super close race for these people. And thank you to the volunteers that put this stuff on. And we'll try to let you know when our match is coming up. I'm going to be out of town this weekend, so sometime next week.
Alright, and jkoper?
Yeah, no, looking forward to game 3. Would have liked to close it out, but that's alright. Everyone loves game 3, so we'll do it next week. Mostly on me for seeing what my schedule is, and then yeah. But thanks for the comms, restream, tracking, everything, and we'll talk to y'all soon.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much. Really do appreciate you putting on that show for us. And yes, everyone in chat, keep an eye out for that rubber match between Betastrep and jkoper to decide who moves on in this race. Go ahead and drop a follow on both of them. They put on a wonderful show for you here tonight. And thanks as always to Monsieur Slime pushing those buttons, lighting up the things on the tracker for you. Math Girls 718 doing double duty here, doing the restream as well as being my co-commentator, and myself, Lavcan. And as always, if you out there in the audience have not yet clicked that link, if you want to join in on the action, get in on these races, get in on the future tournaments, all you got to do is click that link. It'll take you to the randomizer page where you can join that Discord. We've got dozens of people who are ready and willing to help you get started and figure all those things out. And as we've got the schedule up here, you can see that there are some races coming up in the very near future.
Just the one. The other two are... Sorry.
But for now, we are going to take you over to community member Vertical Sandwich, who is doing some Dragon Warrior randomizer practice. So go ahead and stick around for that raid. And let's go ahead and cheer them on and wish them luck in their future races. And once again, thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful night and stay safe, everybody.
Night, everybody.